All right, Kevin, we just spoke to you recently in Pittsburgh. We're now in Indy for the Combine, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but the video of Ben throwing a football, something that Steelers fans are excited to see. What were your thoughts whenever you saw that, and can you give us a little update on his progress?
Yeah, quite honestly, John Norwig, our trainer, is with him. They went to visit the doc, and we knew that was happening. We didn't know he was going to throw a football that day, so I think Ben wanted to show that where he was, and that was exciting. And the thing that's exciting for us is we're getting the feeling we might have a better Ben Roethlisberger coming off of this surgery than previous to. So we're excited about that, but we're also realistic and understand that he doesn't have to be on that football field to play until September. So we want to make sure that he understands that and he takes the proper steps and doesn't try to get too far ahead of himself.
I was going to say, is Ben's a competitor, so is he one of those guys you have to make sure he doesn't try to do too much because he is making good progress?
No doubt. I mean, Coach always uses the term, we'd like to say in woe more than sick 'em. And in that case with Ben, sure. Because I think he is anxious to get back there, but he understands it. He's a smart guy, he's a veteran guy. He understands rehab maybe more than a young player that's never had a significant injury. So he'll know how to do it. But again, it was encouraging for him to show those signs and take those steps.
All right, the other injury that no one's really talking about just yet is Stephon Tuitt, somebody that didn't make it through the season as well. Do you have any update on where he is in terms of his rehab?
Yeah, Tuitt was totally on schedule during the season. Again, he should be full go as we enter into the off-season phase of football. But again, we'll be careful with that. Get him through the coaching sessions, the OTAs, the mini camps, and then into camp, because he is coming off an injury, but there shouldn't be any setbacks.
All right, good to hear on that front. In terms of tagging players, that kind of starts today. That's part of the process here in Indy. Everyone has said Bud is a top priority, Bud Dupree. Where do you kind of take that process in determining what to do to try to keep him as a Pittsburgh Steeler?
Again, that unfolds every day from this point forward. I mean, it's unfolded every day till we got here. This is a whole new session. We're learning more about this draft class, how it may impact what we're able to do in free agency, regular free agency, what kind of impact will happen there, who may get cut as a result of free agency. All those things are constantly evolving, and it changes, but the one thing that won't change is our determination to make Bud Dupree a Steeler for life.
All right, as I said, we are here in Indy at the Combine, and you are the chairman of the Combine Committee, and there are changes this year. So I guess take me through why those changes were made and how you think it will help this process of trying to evaluate these players before the draft.
Yeah, with the push to primetime, obviously it changes the schedule. It presented a lot of challenges, and we understand the league's perspective on this. It's a great big event, as you can see from the media presence here. It's grown beyond, I'm sure, their expectations, and they want to continue to grow it because it's good for the game in general. And we understand that, but we as football people also understand that there's a lot of work that needs to be done here. We need to get the medical information. We need to get the football workout information. We need to get character information. So as long as we can maybe we need to sustain that, but also try to help the networks and put on a better event without losing the football content. And that's what we've really tried to do. We've tried to update the drills, make them more entertaining, make them more fan-friendly so that this event can continue to grow.
Lastly, for you, Art Rooney II had said when he spoke to the media this offseason that the run game was something he really wanted to see improve in 2020. How do you, from a personnel standpoint, help to make that come to fruition?
Well, the first thing is we have to get 2018 James Conner back. James Conner was one of the best running backs in the league. Unfortunately, he had an injury. I don't want to say filled or plagued or anything like that. He just had unfortunate real injuries that held him back on his production. James is still a young, ascending player. Our point to him was, look, don't let this beat you down. You have to continue to fight. And we know what James has been through. We know the fight will be there.
Right.
He just has to get back on that field. In the meantime, again, part of our job is to keep providing competition. Benny Snell came in last year and added to Jalen Samuel's competition. Kareth White, who we picked up during the season, gives us another piece. But we're never going to have enough pieces because, again, we need more productivity. The best way to do that is to create competition, and that's my job.
All right, thanks for your time, Kevin.
All right,
Appreciate it.
Missi, thank you.